Hi, I'm Bill Burgess, your Marion County Clerk. Across the state, your ballot will look different this election. Fusion voting, our cross-nomination, was implemented by the Oregon Legislature last session. This allows a single candidate to be nominated by more than one party. In Oregon's situation, this is sometimes known as Fusion Light because only up to 3 parties' endorsements can show on the ballot. New York has had fusion voting for years. The intent is to widen citizen participation. In Oregon, there are presently 8 political parties. Major parties, those whose voter representation comprises at least 5% of registered voters, choose their candidate through the primary election held in May of even-numbered years. Presently, only Republicans and Democrats qualify for the primary ballot. Minor party candidates, those political parties with less than 5% of registered voters, use other means, usually conventions, to choose their nominations. Something unique this year, the Independent Party recently conducted an online election to pick their nominees. They sent a postcard with log-on information for each member. They had about a 5% turnout. Each ballot will now start out with a key of Oregon's recognized political parties. Each party has been assigned a 3-letter abbreviation by administrative rule. There is also an abbreviation for non-affiliated or not a member of any party, NAV. These NAV or NAV voters would be eligible for the primary ballot if they were a political party because they total 27,403 voters. That's over 19% of all Marion County registered voters. These abbreviations will be adjacent to each candidate's name in any partisan race. A candidate is limited to no more than 3 on the ballot. The candidate's major party nomination is listed first. The candidate chooses which endorsements to accept for the ballot. These abbreviations will also be used on the voter pamphlets. Abbreviations rather than full party names were used because of scarcity of real estate on ballots and because some counties would not be able to print all full names with their present ballot design, print, and tabulation methods and systems. So now you have, as Paul Harvey would say, the rest of the story on the party abbreviations you will see on the ballot statewide this election. Other important points. October 12th is the deadline for new to Oregon voters to register to vote. Many voters can now register or update online at OregonVotes.org. Has your residential address changed? Has your mailing address changed, or has your name changed? We encourage updating as early as possible in order that we can get the ballot out to you in the mail in a timely fashion. If it's too late for us to mail, come on in and we can take care of you all the way up until 8 o'clock on election day. Your residential address determines races in which you are eligible to vote and the ballot type we send you. We designed and printed over 150 different ballot types for Marion County voters. Registered voters may update at any time up to election evening at 8 p.m. Ballots will be mailed after October 15th. If you do not receive a ballot by October 22nd, contact us or your county elections office. If you spoil your ballot, please contact your county clerk or elections office for a replacement. Ballots must be received in the elections office or an official drop site by Election Day, Tuesday, November 2 at 8 p.m. Postmarks do not count for ballots. Official ballot drop sites are listed on the voter's pamphlet and at OregonVotes.org. A voter may drop a ballot off at any official drop site in Oregon. County clerk's offices make sure they are transferred to the proper county after Election Day. Lastly, please sign your ballot. Hundreds of ballots are not counted because of lack of signatures. Yes, we check each signature to the voter's registration card. Please contact your county clerk, elections office, or OregonVotes.org with any questions. Thank you.